It's just how poverty is. And a lot of people around this world still have this poverty mindset. I know a lot of people that have got no reason to be concerned about money, and they still live in fear. Because they live in fear of not having enough. Because of what? Because of their upbringing, because of their belief system, because of their fears, their past experiences, and they have not been exposed or made aware, if you like, of a new way of thinking. And that's what I'm sharing with you here today. That's what I'm sharing through these videos, through the podcast, the Daddy Boss podcast. It's a new way of thinking. It's a level of awareness that makes you realize that there's another way of thinking which leads to different kinds of results. And all of them is about money. The other thing I want to leave you with here, perhaps we come to a close of this video, is this. The results you have in your bank account today, it's nothing else than a reflection of your way of thinking about money, or your association with money. And if you have a few things, a few assets, but you're still working hard on the grind of working for a boss and stressing out and not having time for family, not having time for yourself. You know, some people say, I don't go to the gym because I don't have time for it. Well, if you don't have time for you, what are you going to have time for? Right? If you keep putting everything else first and you last, okay? But even if you have some assets there, but life is still not the way you want, has nothing to do with the economy, has nothing to do with the boss, has nothing to do with your spouse or the weather or the cousin or the bird, has to do with the way you think, okay? Our life is a direct proportion, a direct reflection of our way of thinking. If the bank account is the way it is nothing to do with anything else other than the way we think about money. It's our relationship with money. Yeah? If the health is not there, has nothing to do with the work, the spouse, kids, whatever. Has to do with our way of thinking about our own health. If the relationships are not as good as we want it to be, there's nobody to blame. We can't blame John, Mary, or Harry because our relationships are bad. It has to do with how we think about those relationships, how we think about the relationship standards that we allow in our lives. This is literally a reflection of everything that goes here. The environment we live in, your home, your car that you drive, how you feel about yourselves, how your kids feel about yourself, the environment in the home, in the household, in the workspace or whatever. It's a reflection of how you see yourself, what you think. Now, through these videos, through the podcast, what is the Daddy Boss or something else, the events I do even, it's always about helping people to raise the level of awareness about money, health, wealth, and relationships, okay? And remember this, to become financially free, you don't need to be a millionaire. This is really important. To become financially free, you don't need to be a millionaire to be able to be financially free. You just need to have a system or a process that you can follow, and that process will do what we shared here on step 3. Build income that does not rely on your exchange of time for it. Does that make sense? I hope it does, and I hope you got some value from this video today. But remember, step number 1, get clear on what you really want. Step number 2, track where it's going, especially if it's not bringing money back. Step number 3, build income that does not rely on you exchanging your time for it. So literally, does not rely on you working for it. Multiple sources of income, passive income. It can be done via laptop. Number 4, use your money to buy time and freedom. Stop exchanging money for time. So you stop exchanging, time for money. Instead of investing your time to save money, you start investing your money to save time, because you as a human being, you can go and create, you can connect with people. And step number 5, perhaps the most important, I said before, maybe not the most important, but I think it is the most important. Think equity, think large profits, not just profits, large profits. Small profits will keep you what? Small, right? And not just wage. The wage will pay your bills, equity will build wealth, large profits will build cash flow to give you leverage. These are these 5 steps which I trust and hope you're going to utilize and at least start thinking about them in a different way. God bless you.